Hey guys, I'm Natalie. Welcome to today's workout. We're going to get started with a 2-minute warm-up and then get right into 16 minutes of high-intensity intervals. We're breaking it down into 4 rounds, 8 exercises per round, using a 20-second high, 10-second rest protocol, an additional 20 seconds of rest in between each of the rounds, finishing up with a 2-minute cool down. I've got a floor mat for a few of the exercises in the cool down and a set of 5-pound hand weights. You can use lower weights if you wish or use no weights at all and just mimic the upper body exercises using your own body weight. Let's kick it off with our 2-minute warm-up. A nice wide stance and a mini squat tap. And guys, put your hands on your midsection and feel your core, feel your abs engage. You want to engage everything from the pelvic floor to the diaphragm and really focus on holding up and supporting your torso using your core muscles, and pull yourself up through the crown of the head so you've got a nice elongated back. And let's do mini jabs to the front and bring the squat a little bit lower. We're going to ease ourselves into it, and then during the high intensity intervals, we're aiming to get our heart rate between 80 to 90% of whatever your maximum is. There's no need to go all out. 90% is going to be the top of our range. Let's turn it into uppercuts and come a little bit lower into the squat. And I'll show you lower impact options for any move that requires jumping. Let's do a few more, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Pull down overhead and kick that butt. Stay right here if you don't want to jump around. Otherwise, feel free to pick up the pace. Try and get the heel as close to the butt as possible. And really focus on pulling down something overhead so we're warming up those arms. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Go back to the nice wide stance. Come down, squeeze those glutes together. Bring the arms into it and just flop them around, but 2 deliberate semicircles. 3, 2, and 1. I want you to just shuffle on the spot, feet either on the ground or just a quick dance. I'm going to show you the first move. Wide stance, arms overhead. Drop the arms and drop the body. Hands to the ground, jump forward, jump back, jump forward. Bicep curl, stand up, or come down. Just one foot goes back and up, and then on the next shot, the other side goes back. All right, guys, so grab your hand weights, hands overhead. Here we go. Drop the body, drop the arms all the way down. Jump back, jump forward. Bicep curl, stand up. Or just do the right leg, and then in the next shot, we're going to do the left leg. Take it at your own pace. One more. All right, guys, well done. Rest and watch. This time we're going to be doing alternating curtsy, and as we come out of the curtsy, we're doing a reverse fly. Here we go. So curtsy, reverse fly. So bend forward at the hips, a nice long flat back. If you like, you can jump it over as you do the fly, or just keep it static. It's hard to jump with 5-pound hand weights. All right, guys, rest and watch. Your left leg, come back, push the arms out, knee up, overhead press as we do a leg extension. Back, overhead press. So my foot is ever so slightly turned out on the leg extension. And it doesn't matter how high you bring your knee, maybe your foot's close to the ground, but really focus on that extension. All right, guys. So as I extend my foot, or my leg I should say, I have my foot ever so slightly turned out. Here we go. Other side. Knee up, overhead press. So we have to engage our core for balance without holding our breath. Try and keep everything, just mindful of keeping everything active in the center of your body. 2, 1. Guys, come down on the ground into a hand plank. We're just going to be working your right side. Sorry, let me try and get this right. All right, so I want you to jump forward, jump back, and just row with the right, or step forward, step back, and row with the right. If you're choosing the step option, just your right leg is coming forward, and you're just rowing with your right arm. Forward, back, row. Forward, back, row. Sorry guys, I got the transition wrong there. So if we're changing now to your left arm, just use your left leg if you don't want to jump. Otherwise, forward, back, row. Make sure on the row, you're not opening your arm up to the ceiling. Shoulders staying parallel to the ground. Row it, a few more. Remember, you can just be stepping forward just with that left leg. All right, guys, stay down on the ground. Your right arm, tricep extension, and then when you're ready, a leg extension with the opposite leg. Here we go. So your right arm, squeeze it back, and when you're ready, kick back your left leg, squeeze it at the top, squeeze that glute, squeeze that tricep. Come on, guys, keep the arm in line with the body. Switching sides. So I don't want the arm down here, it's up here in line with the body. It's not out here, it's nice and close. Tuck it in. Here we go. Let's start with the arm. Squeeze it back. Squeeze it back. If you're comfortable, kick back the opposite leg. Squeeze and hold at the top. Squeeze that glute. So I'm just kicking my leg straight back behind me. I've got a pointed toe. You can have pointed or flexed, wherever you feel it more. All right, guys. 1 down. 3 to go. Put the hand weights aside. We're actually not going to use them at all for round 2. Just rest and watch. All the weight on your right leg. Tap the floor, knee up. Option to jump on the second one, or you can just leave your foot on the floor. Here we go. Leg goes back, knee up. Option to jump. Make sure this leg is going straight back and all the weight is on this front leg. Take a peek. The knee should be in line with the ankle on this front leg. So you're coming straight back, not tucked under like a lunge, but straight back. So the body's coming all the way down onto this leg. Let's do it. Down, knee up, down. Option to jump. If the knee up's too much, you can just tap and leave out the knee up and leave out the jump. A few more, guys. Let's do one more. All right, well done. All right, guys, arms out to the side. Side lunge, hand goes to the floor to curtsy or goes to the knee. Here we go. Side lunge to curtsy. We're staying bent forward at the hips. Hand can come to the knee if it can't get to the floor. The idea is just to stay nice and deep. Stay low in this move. All right, guys, switching sides. You should be feeling this in your quads and in your booty. I'm way at the top of my zone here. Here we go. Down and over. So you work out your heart rate maximum is 220 minus your age. I'm 42. My maximum heart rate is 178 beats a minute. I don't want to go there. So my range of 80 to 90% is 142 beats a minute, right up to my 90%, which is about 160. All right, guys, side lunge, reach and throw. Here we go, side lunge, reach behind your right leg and throw something imaginary over your left shoulder. Nice and deliberate. No jerky moves. We don't want to throw you back out. Very slow and deliberate. It's also a little workout for the inner thigh. Let's switch sides. So we're coming down and we're throwing over. Very deliberate and slow. Here we go, down and over. After this, guys, get your mat and we're coming down into a hand plank. 10 seconds. Feels like a rest. Keep it going, guys. 2, 1. Grab your mat. Come up into a hand plank. Your right leg towards your left elbow and squeeze it back into a glute squeeze. Here we go. Right leg towards the knee, towards the elbow. Right knee towards left elbow. I'm definitely not touching it. I'm just bringing it under my body in the vicinity of that elbow. Look, maybe you're touching, but I'm still feeling it without touching. Okay, so switching sides. Your left leg is going to come under and then squeeze back. So I'm really feeling my glute engage as I squeeze it back. Here we go. Bring it under, squeeze it back. After this, we are halfway done on the home stretch. Under and squeeze. If you're getting tired, just drop down onto your knee and come back up if you feel like you're ready. 2, 1. Woo. All right, guys, grab a drink. We're going back into rounds 1 and 2. I like to repeat them so we fatigue the same muscle groups. So remember, arms up, down, jump, and then up, or just step back, right leg and then left leg. Here we go, down, down, back, bicep and up, or one leg and then the other leg. Maybe you started off in round 1 doing the jumps and your heart rate suitably elevated. Maybe you don't need to be jumping in the second half today. All right, guys, so curtsy and then into that reverse fly. Here we go. Step, fly. Sorry, I almost got that mixed up then. If you like, you can jump it on the fly or just stay with the steps. Focus on squeezing those shoulder blades together. Okay. Woo. I'm feeling it today. Okay, your left leg. Lunge it back, knee up, overhead press with a leg extension. Bring it back. So this time, this rear leg is bent. I've got my hip tucked under. I'm coming back into a regular lunge. 5 seconds. Let's do one more. So when you come back, this time the leg's not straight. The hip is tucked under and you're coming down in a 90-degree angle. Can't talk. Here we go. Back, knee up, overhead press. Remember, after this, come down on the floor into a hand plank with your hand weights. And we're going to do that frog single arm row. A few more. 2, 1. All right, see if I can get the angle right this time. So just your right arm. You're either going to jump or step forward and just row with the right. Here we go. So you can jump and row with the right, or just step it and row with the right. Maybe you started off with a jump in the first round and now you're doing the step. I'm feeling like I just need to do the step. 3 seconds. All right, guys, switching sides. Really giving these shoulders a workout today. Okay, get ready. Here we go. So either jump or step forward. This time your left arm. So you can just step, left leg only. Try to keep, let it show you from the front, your arms parallel or your shoulders parallel to the ground. You don't want to be opening them up. All right, guys, stay down. Your right arm comes up beside the body, tricep extension. And when you're ready, this back leg's going to kick out. Here we go. Tricep and kick. Keep the arm close to your body. You don't want it out here, and you don't want it down here. Keep it in line with that back and close to the body. Squeeze it at the top. Glute and tricep are squeeze, both squeeze. All right, switching sides. So your left arm and the leg kicks back and engages at the top. Here we go, let's start with the arm. Squeeze that tricep back, and when you're ready, the leg can get involved. So it's a good exercise for your core because it's forcing you to balance, obviously, your tricep and your glute. So it's a deceiving core exercise. I tricked you. All right, guys, weights aside. Last round. Remember the first move. Down, knee up, down, option to jump. We're coming back with a straight leg and a straight flat back over this bending leg. So down, knee up, option to jump. If knee up's too much, just tap. And definitely leave out the jump if your heart rate's telling you that you are working hard enough. It's not about what everyone else is doing. It's about what your body feels. All right, guys, which changes depending on the weather. How did you sleep? Are you stressed? Have you eaten? Let's change legs. So down, knee up, down, jump. So my maximum heart rate is about 160 beats per minute. Well, not my max, sorry. My 90%, which is the top of the zone I like to get to. And right now, I'm at 162. All right, guys. Arms out. Side lunge to curtsy. Hand either on the floor or on your knees. Here we go. Side lunge to curtsy. Staying low. The body is bent forward at the hips in a long straight line. No hunching over. We're staying like this so we get deep into it. Hand can go on the knee if you like. We want to stay nice and deep. So pivot forward at the hips with a flat back, not hunched over. Taking it to your left. Almost there, guys. Stick with it. Last 4 exercises feel like a rest. This is the last cardio one for the day. 10 seconds. Slow it down if you need to. Stand up, shake it out, and feel free to come back in when you're ready. Woo. All right, guys. Side lunge, reach, and a gentle twist to throw. You're not woo, throwing it over the shoulder. Down, twist. So I really shouldn't call it reach and throw. I should call it reach and twist. This is a core move. We're working out our abs, working out our quad, working out our inner thigh. All right, switching sides. So as you come down, you want to push off the heel of the foot to come over. Let's do it. Remember, no hunching over, a flat back, a nice, long, flat back from the base of your spine to the tip of your skull. Keep those abs engaged. Don't hold your breath. 3, 2, 1. Hand plank. Last 2 exercises of the day. Hand plank, guys. Right knee towards left elbow and kick it back. Here we go. Bring it under and back. If you get tired, drop down onto that knee. You're still getting some workout. And if you need to, or if you can, come back up for a few. Under, squeeze it back. Or just go slower and hold the kick back a little bit longer. All right, guys. So I'll show you. You can come back and just hold it here. And then back and hold it here. Here we go. Bring it under, kick it back. Last 20 seconds of the day. Guys, we worked out hard today. Or maybe I'm not as fit as I think I am. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Well done, guys. Woo, it feels so good to finish. Okay, right leg forward. Push through this left hip. Really open it up. We're going to push through the butt and feel this left hip opening. Left arm comes up. Catch it with the right. You want to push back against this bent right arm to open up this shoulder. We work the shoulders a lot today. Rock back into a hamstring stretch for the right leg. Right foot is flexed. Just come down as far as you need to with a flat back. You don't need to hunch to get your nose down. Push forward through that hip again. Left arm comes up, catch it into a tricep stretch. And breathe, slow the heart rate down. Rock back into a hamstring stretch again. Tap it out, breathe into that area where you want the oxygen to go. So into a hamstring, tap it out. All right, guys, switch legs. Left leg forward, push through this right hip. Really open it up. Right arm comes up, catch it with the left. Push back against it and breathe. Nice slow deep breaths. Left leg comes into a flex position. Come forward with a flat back. Tap into that left hamstring. Breathe into it. Push forward through that right hip again. Right arm comes up, catch it with the left, and push down into a tricep stretch. Okay guys, rock back into that hamstring stretch. Keep the back nice and flat. Okay, come down onto your butts. A wide stance with the legs. I want you to just reach to one side. And up and over to the other side. I want you to bring one leg under your body, the other leg over the top, hug the knee. I want you to very, very gently look over the twisted leg. Sorry guys, I try and keep the stretching to 2 minutes, but I know that stretching is very important. So we'll just finish this one. Put the opposite leg over, hug that leg, gently, gently, gently look over the shoulder. I remember a yoga teacher once told me, never force a stretch, it doesn't matter how far you go. All right guys, if that's all you've got time for, thank you so much for joining. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments or suggestions down below. If you've got a few more minutes, let's just do a couple more stretches. All right guys, come up onto your feet, but we're very, very slowly going to come up. Keep the knees bent and very, very slowly coming up, one vertebrae at a time. Don't straighten the knees into the last. All right guys, arms are going to roll back and forward. Grab our arms. Let's open up that chest. Really pull it back. Let's do a quad stretch. Hold on to something if you need to. Try and keep the knees close together and still push through this hip of the stretching leg. So you don't want to be out here or out here. Try and push the hips and push this hip forward. Switch legs and breathe. Nice wide stance. Reach up and over the body, looking under that armpit, giving the side of the body a nice stretch. And the other side. All right, reach up on your tippy toes. Stretch the entire body. All right, well done guys. Thanks again. Please, if you've got any questions, leave them down below. Be very wise about what you eat today. Let's not sabotage this amazing workout by eating too much sugar or too many foods that turn to sugar. So foods that turn quickly to sugar are any kind of flour or grain product that's already gone through a refining process, which is why they're called refined carbohydrates. Steer clear of white bread, white pasta, white rice. Definitely steer clear of soda and candy. Do your body a favor, in the next 24 hours, it's still going to be burning calories to recover. Make sure those calories are coming from fat by keeping your blood glucose stabilized. Thanks guys.